I'm here today to talk to you about something that a lot of people think is the most intimidating thing that there is when they get started in fishing, and that's the most basic: how to launch your boat. I know I have a lot of crazy boat launch stories, getting stuck, messing up, crashing into things, learning the hard way, how to get your boat launched safely, how to get yourself out on the water so you're having a lot of fun. And that's what I want to do today. I want to take all the confusion, all the anxiety of all the things that I've learned and made mistakes with over the years. We're going to take all that, we're going to get rid of it. So when you go fishing, you don't have to worry about it. You got this under control. We're going to talk about how to launch your boat. And right now, I pulled up to one of the launch ramps that's close to my home that I use an awful lot. And this is a private launching facility. There's all different kinds of launch ramps that you're going to be using throughout your bass fishing life. Some of them are real basic and simplistic. Some of them are, department sanctioned, beautiful ramping facilities. So we got to learn how to function in all of them. This is a private launch ramp. Most private launch ramps all around the country are going to require you to pay a launch fee. I've seen it go as high as $40, as low as $2 or $3 in some places. So when you're launching at a private launch facility, you want to look for where that's going to take place. Last thing you want to do is short them at the launch ramp. You can get ticketed, you can get towed. You don't want to deal with any of that nonsense. So if you're going to a launch ramp you're not familiar with, it's a private launching facility. Typically what they'll have is a hut, maybe they'll have somebody there collecting launch fees. That makes it real simple. But often if you're a bass fisherman like me, you're out at the crack of dawn before anybody shows up for work. So what a lot of these places have is they have a collection box, and it's going to have an envelope where you can put $5, $10, whatever the launch fee is. In this case it's $15 here. And you're going to put down all the information that's required for that launch fee. And that's your license on your, often on your vehicle, license on your trailer, the type of boat and type of truck that you have, so that they can confirm that whoever put that money in there belongs to that truck and boat, and you're all squared away. So that's one of the first things you want to do. Now, a lot of the government facilities around the country are free to the public, and that's great, right? So we don't have any launch fees there, but you want to look and you want to make sure. Some of them do, some of them don't. But even sometimes if it's free, a lot of times there's places that you have to check in. They want your boat, they want your truck information. So you want to make sure that you're following all those rules and all those regulations when you get there first, to avoid any trouble. But when you approach a launching facility like this one, and this is kind of busy. I live in a heavily populated area. The boat launch gets a fair amount of usage. It's actually being used right now, which is why we're in our staging area. And this is where we're at. You want to pick your staging area very, very carefully, because one of the problems that you can run into is when you're not familiar with this process, you can actually block the launch ramp. Last thing you want to do. You can get in the way of people taking their boats in and out. You can get in the way of people that aren't even launching boats, that might be using whatever facility you're at. So what I did, and you can see how I did it here, is I pulled up real tight to the curb here, and this is our staging area. And what this does is it leaves room on the other side of me for anybody that needs to get by, any boater that may be more efficient than me. His boat might be ready to launch before mine is. He's got an open path. He can get up there and launch his boat. People that don't have boats, maybe using the park, using the water in some capacity, they can come around me, and I'm not tying things up and making people aggravated at the launch ramp. So this is your staging area. You want to pull out of the way. Make sure you're out of the way wherever you're at. Make sure you're not blocking the launch ramp. So here we are at a staging area. What are the things that we're going to take care of at the staging area to launch our boat? And the deal is, you want to take care of everything here. You want to take care of everything that you need to get this boat launched
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Glusek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests. From on the water to in the classroom, you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills. Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time. Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best. Subscribe to Bass University TV today.